Hey everybody, it's episode 8. I'm watching this right after episode 7. Plots were afoot. Maddie survived. And Woods and Billy, who's out for revenge, are using her presence to drive Silver and Flint apart. Because they know, we know, the world knows that once Silver and Flint are united and to a common goal, there's nothing they can't do. They can say the grass is blue and the sky is red. Anything goes. Whatever Silver says happens, and whatever Flint focuses on happens. Silver is the storyteller. Flint is the force of nature. And combined, they are Captain Planet. You know, they can't be stopped. So it's smart on the Woods Billy side to drive them apart. But what happens? What's going to happen? Whatever's going to happen with this situation, Maddie's situation, going to happen in this episode. Jack's too far away to do anything at the moment. He's on a ship. He went and tried to get some help from Grandfather Guthrie, but he's too busy worried about what he looks like in front of the other people to give the go-ahead. So he let his wife talk to Jack and Max instead, and she's like, your proposition sounds great. One more test. Go kill Flint. So that's where they're at. Anna's still recovering, and Max is giving her space. But I feel like we're going to have more of a connection there before the show ends. And apart from that, Mr. Featherston and Adele are happily together. Somehow. Maybe they're just stuck in it. Where else are they going to go? So they may as well be together. Or maybe it's true love. I just don't know. So, yeah, that's where we are. Going into episode 8. And where will we be going into episode 9? We'll find out in an hour's time. Let's watch it. Ooh, dark. Can't see anything. Dude, have you ever considered holding a lantern? There's the lantern. Thank you. Okay, it's Woods. Do you want to start on your second book? Oh, Are we good? Sometimes they don't shoot. I've brought you a copy of my book. Enjoy.
It was where I said it'd be, was it?
What is it?
Avery's journals. There are no two people close enough that something cannot separate them. It happened with Gates and Flint. It will happen with Flint and Silver.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see it play out.
You want the exchange of the money to happen off this island. Somewhere no one need know of it. There it is. You'll lead them there, and they will follow you.
I don't know. I didn't have time to look at it. Is that Morse code? Dude just wants his sandwiches. No mustard. Hey, old buddy, old pal, old best friend.
These men are on their way to Nassau. Once we know where she is, we'll move to get her out of there.
What happens after all of it? What if the result of this war isn't beyond the horror? What if it is the horror itself?
Well, that's what we call glass half empty.
Have you given this any thought at all?
He once had a dream about farmers, and you should have heard it.
I cannot believe we are so poorly made as that. Grown so used to the yoke that there can be no progress without it.
We'll have the right people in place to lead us through it and hold the world together while it finds its balance.
You think so much of what you and I can accomplish together.
You and her. You and Marty. She's as strong as her mother.
He's talking her up. This is good.
There isn't a man or woman in Nassau who'd argue that she isn't the best of them all.
Cash is critical to our war, but so is she. We absolutely must get her back alive.
Should have said that in the first place. I like their conversations. Hope it doesn't end in bloodshed, but they prove time and time again that they're good friends.
Why are you doing this? Talking about us like it's a thing. I don't know who broke it first, but it broke, and there ain't no putting it back together again.
Maybe? Max did warn you that you would have to go your separate ways before they split the cash between them. But now she wants to...
I know you intend to ransom away that slave woman to Captain Flint and his maroon allies in exchange for the pirates' cache of gems.
You know a lot, dude.
Did you really believe that no one would find out about it? That I wouldn't find out?
Careful. Have you seen this guy? He can kill you in
My
an
wife
instant.
made the bargain for the cash, Mr. Soames. All I'm going to do is collect.
The pirates are gone, sir. The threat that they presented us is
The
done.
threat the pirates present has never been greater.
This one is extremely lucky, I think, to still be alive, given the raw emotions that have circulated around her. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Ready my things. I sail at first light.
Put the diary in with his things.
During the night.
Neutral meeting spot.
Looks like she's been waiting for us.
Oh. There she is. Hey, yeah, yeah. Just a warning death. This is an interesting shot. That we're kind of watching the scene through a telescope.
Gun crews at the ready!
If we bring our guns to bear, you'll think twice about killing her.
Belay that order!
He wants things to go smoothly. He doesn't want...
Bring it up here right now.
Go get what?
Just a chest full of, who knows what.
Your plan failed. We're moving on to my plan.
Ooh, she's next. How do we get their attention?
Bring it up here.
Ooh, okay.
Get it where they can see it. Strike the bell!
Yeah. Flint, trust me.
He's hauling up the anchor. Where the fuck is he going?
Wherever he's going, we follow him.
This should be good.
Hey, she's back.
I don't come on behalf of the governor, Mom.
She running
Which is
everything
why
now?
I believe you and I may be able to help each other. I may be able to help you get back inside.
Back on the council.
She's always tempted by power.
And what exactly, aside from good government, do you hope to gain from this?
She just wants to go home to her children.
Released from my service, that I might return home. If I help you, will you help me?
The two sneakiest people on the show, working together. Who'd have thunk it?
When you asked me if I could help you learn where the governor's ship went,
Who's there?
to what place he drew Captain Flint,
Ooh,
but you
it's
will
Jack.
never believe what just walked through my door.
The gang's here already.
Because Skeleton Island is not on any chart.
Skeleton Island.
Not
Skeleton Island.
civilized one at any rate.
Skeletons. This feels proper piratey now. Treasure.
I let you try your way. I
Skeletons.
did
These
trust
two
you.
fighting.
But I'm through wagering with her life now.
But do not ask me to choose between a war and a wife. I do not think you're going to like the answer.
This
I do not expect your understanding.
This reminds me of
But I demand your support.
when Gates stood up to him.
As my partner. As my friend. Do I have it?
This is a key moment. I think he does.
Yes.
Things are very different though than back with Gates.
I got what you asked.
And what did she ask for?
These are the ships either in port or soon expected to be.
She just wanna bail? Get out of here?
You really intend to leave?
Go off on her own?
You killed a friend of mine. Her name was Charlotte.
Oh yeah, remember
And you
Charlotte?
did it for reasons that had nothing to do with her. There were men I knew that would have killed you for me.
I remember that.
I wanted to ask them.
Remember thinking Adele was going to be a problem.
Had the money. But Max refused. But I respected her wishes. Obeyed when she said we'd protect you despite what you'd done. Do you know why? Because despite the world reminding her every day of her life that she's undeserving of being given anything by it, she never believed a word of it. That woman has been fighting the whole goddamn world since the day she was born. For whatever reason, she wants to share the spoils with you.
Accurate.
You'd walk away.
Accurate.
You killed my friend. I wanted you to know that.
This is a good scene. Good scene with Adele. Gives her character a bit more roundedness, you know? Her storyline makes more sense.
Walk with me.
She's all about the walks. This one.
How well did you know my granddaughter?
Well, intimately?
I knew her well. Was she happy?
No, she always seemed
ago.
stressed.
But I held out hope. And that someday she'd seek me out. A woman who reminded me of myself when I was younger would arrive in Boston and...
She was on her way.
And so now all that's left to know about this venture is who is going to lead it. Edward Houghton. The only male heir to his family's banking operation.
A man?
Supremely uncurious.
No deal. Someone we can mold?
I'd like to put you in charge of Nassau. But on this particular issue, the world won't much care for what I'd like.
You think he would listen to me as an advisor? You think he would listen to me as a wife?
Oh, she's... What do you think? What do you think about that? What about Anne?
I am the gate through which your journey becomes something else. I can make the dreams you have built real.
All you have to do is say yes.
The governor's woman overheard his ship was bound for Skeleton Island.
Skeleton Island.
That man claims to have been to Skeleton Island.
He knows where it is.
He can show us the way.
Get him. Take the drink from him.
If that very old man over there can get us there.
He's not that old.
Why are we still standing here?
He's on the floor. Play something else.
If you leave him alive long enough,
oh, whisper,
he's going to make you pay for it.
This guy is just Silver listens to him too much.
Hear me very clearly. There is no hidden message and no equivocation. You will make no move against him.
Be careful, Silver.
Not speak of doing so to
some people make moves just because you do a little nod. Come on, dude. Do you want to go back to being the scavenger? You've got it good at the moment. She's still making her mind up?
What are you doing out here?
Anna's finally being open with her.
It happened.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Tell her the part
you look like
about the dude.
I told her I could not agree to it.
Oh, she said no.
You told her no.
A man of her choosing, and she wants me to be his wife.
His wife? Just for appearance?
Anne's considering that might be
said
okay.
No. Why would you do that?
Why do you think?
I said no to Marion Guthrie's plan because I refuse to situate a man in a position where he might interfere one day with my ability to repair things with you.
She said it.
I am so sorry for working so hard to protect the wrong things. For
Apology.
failing to see that there is nothing important that does not include you.
Oh. Something Anne needed to hear. Oh, reaching out with the hand. Just don't grab it too tightly, it's still healing. Meanwhile, Skeleton Island? Any skeletons on it? Or is it just a name?
In that case, I sentence you to a lifetime of horror on Monster Island. Don't worry, it's just a name.
What he meant is that Monster Island is actually a peninsula.
This ship had been there far longer than that. Captain's log identifies her having set sail from Havana in 1636. Avery finds the remains of all 31.
There were natives on the island?
All 31 bodies were found still on the ship, locked inside the hold, locked from within.
It's a ghost
They
story.
ate each other alive.
Oh.
It said that the crew had refused to go inland to forage for food or for fresh water.
they'd rather eat each other than...
That the first men in had returned,
I like
reporting
this.
sounds coming from the forest.
The island is halted. What does Flint have planned?
Mr. Silver, I fear, is compromised. I find myself in need of a new partner.
This is the beginning of the end. Silver was all... Nobody touches Flint. Flint is all... I need a new partner. Is this where the cash is? Ooh, third party. Mr. Silver is Whisperer.
I tried to tell him.
What now? So,
He won't put you out of it until he sees you for what you are. Go.
where are they bringing it? Gonna bury it on Skeleton Island? Ooh, who's looking at them?
Do you see it now?
Or is it Silver? It's Silver.
Prepare a launch.
Hey everybody, change of plan.
Captain Flint killed one of my men and managed to haul the cash to shore. I came in the hopes my presence might buy some time before you reacted to this news, and until I am able to remedy the situation.
What sort of remedy is that?
I think you know what he's talking about. You're gonna kill Flint.
I sent 6 of my men after him.
That sword guy.
Their orders are to track Captain Flint and retrieve the cash.
There was another order, wasn't there?
Of course there was.
What else did you tell them to do?
I instructed them to kill Captain Flint.
Okay. And Jack's also on his way here to do the same. Everybody, the world against Flint. Who wins? Let's find out next week. Oh, they've set it up, haven't they? I think this has... I think this is confirmed that I will be watching 9 and 10 before I upload 7 and 8. I think so. It's too close to the end. It's too close to the end. And I need to know what happens before anybody sees anything, says anything. Yeah. There's not much else to say, really. Max, Adele and Anne had a pretty good conversation. And actually, Featherston and Adele, Max's greatest, best, smartest move in this entire show, sparing Featherston and Adele, because they convinced both Jack and Anne to give Max another chance, to open their minds to, you know, the partnership that they used to have and that they can trust her. And that has paid off massively. Jack brought Max along to talk to Madame Guthrie and secure her support. And Adele talked Anne into listening to Max and accepting her back. Max turned down the offer to get married off to that dude because 2 reasons. She saw Elmer's mistakes and she didn't want anything to get in the way of her reconciliation with that. Jack was in it only briefly, another funny scene. Anytime he's in the show, it's just a funny scene. Targeting this old dude who apparently knows where Skeleton Island is. And I love the little ghost story that Flint told that dude about the crazy stuff that goes on in this island. I really like that they've chosen somewhere kind of stereotypically piratey to end the show around. It's really It's really atmospheric and really nice. I like it. And the wedge has finally been pushed between Flint and Silver after all these seasons. How that ends, I don't know. I just hope Sword Guy survives. He's my final hope. Everybody else has died, but he's the one constant extra throughout it all. But at the same time, I don't want him to kill Flint. I don't want any of the cast to die, but I have a feeling that at least one of them will, maybe more. And Flint certainly won't go down without a fight. And a lot of people are coming for him. 6 dudes, plus Jack. Tough situation. Plus Woods, if it comes to it. One big Royal Rumble in the jungle. So, I'm looking forward to the final 2 episodes. Not much to say. The stories are sort of... I'm not going to say collapsing, but there's not new stories being told. It does have a very much of a feeling of an end game. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing how it ends. And what questions remain unanswered, and what stories remain unfinished, and what ones seem like they have a good close. I'll miss the show when it's over. But until episode 9, have a good week or a few days or however long it takes, and I'll see you next time.